Morning YouTube, this is Kerry, making a video today for a couple of reasons. The first one, the best one, is to say thank you to everyone who has watched my video from yesterday. I honestly didn't think anyone would watch that, so floored to wake up this morning and see over 50 views. That's incredible. And to all of my subscribers, thank you for being interested in my journey. I've not been part of a community like this before. I guess like all of us, and I guess that's a bit of a generalisation, but we've all done the shake diets before or other diets, and there is always some sort of community around that. They provide forums and you speak to people that have been on it and share experiences and things like that, but it's unlike the warm embrace that can only come from a community going through such a huge life change like the weight loss surgery community. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. The other reason why I thought I'd make a video today was I'm starting to clean my house in preparation for my surgery, because I know the way that this world works is probably my first week post-op, I will get a letter in the mail from my real estate saying that I have a house inspection. So I want to make sure my house is 100% organised and clean, and in doing that I've actually been buying a lot of stuff to prepare pre-op for my liquid diet, and post-op obviously for any obstacles I may have food-wise. Very lucky, as I said yesterday, my husband is a school teacher, so I have booked my surgery for the week before school holidays, so I have my loving husband nursing me back to health for 2 whole weeks. It's going to be amazing. We never have holidays together. I work in retail, so I work weekends. He is a teacher, he doesn't work weekends, and Christmas time is crazy busy retail, so I don't really get to see him that much because I'm working a lot more than I would ordinarily. So I'm a little bit excited about the holiday that we will get together that will ensue as a result of the surgery. Silver linings, I guess. So in my search for new life foods, I really didn't want to go on OptiFast if I could help it. If I couldn't find anything else that would fit the bill, that my nutritionist or my surgeon would say okay to, then okay, I would be on it. But I did find one protein powder that is a raw organic protein powder, and I've also found Tony Ferguson ready to drink in the Tetra Pak poppers. So I really like the Tony Ferguson shakes in the poppers. I can palate them, I can drink those, no problems. Anything made from a powder I'm really struggling with. Really struggling. I've tried a lot. I have a fantastic guy in my local health food shop who just loaded me up with free samples of everything that he had in store, and I'm still yet to really find anything in that packet powdered form that I can drink. So I have a feeling, sneaking suspicion, the Tony Ferguson ready to drinks will be the way to go for me. But I did also find this. So this is made by Nutra Organics. It's called Thriving Protein. It has sprouted pea protein and rice proteins in it, and it uses raw cacao for the flavorings. It's also actually got a lot of vitamin content in there as well, and the protein content is quite comparable to your OptiFast or your Tony Ferguson, so 15.5 grams of protein in that one per serve. I've tried it with water, I've tried it with milk, I've tried it with extra water, I've tried it with extra milk, I've tried it with half milk, half water, and I just really can't drink it. I have seen online, however, that you can bake it into foods. So I guess pre-op I will have that opportunity to still use this since it was $40 for that tub, and I can bake it into some food. So in the lead up to surgery, initially I thought that I would be having a food funeral every day. That's actually not the case. I personally don't want to be going into surgery having gained weight, even though I know through the surgery it will go. I have made a personal choice to try and go into the surgery as strong and as healthy as I possibly can. So I'm sticking to a high protein, low carb diet. Not necessarily shakes. I'm just taste testing those shakes so that I can find something that I can stick to for, you know, the 4 to 6 weeks or even longer that I may be required to rely on those protein shakes to get my protein intake for the day. The other little gem that my health food guy, Dean, has helped me to find was something to put in my water that will provide me with a bit of protein. I've seen in a lot of the videos by the guys in the US and less of Sarah in Canada, they drink IsoPure, and I haven't found anything like that here in Oz, but I have found this. So this is by International Protein. It's an amino protein drink additive in watermelon flavour. So this per serve, it will give you just under 8 grams of protein. And I have been adding it to my water bottle, 600 mils. I still find it really quite sweet, and I know a lot of people have found that they can't handle sweet things post-op, so I'm very conscious of that. But, you know, even if I cut it with extra water and I'm getting my water in and I'm boosting it with a little bit of extra protein, then all the better, huh? The other two little gems in the protein category that I have found are these protein bars by Swiss. They come in a few different flavours. This one's blueberry. The mint choc is quite good, and they've got a goji berry one as well. It's not as styrofoamy as some of the protein bars I've tried in the past, so that's a good thing, because as I said, I struggle with textures and flavours. If they're not nice to me, I can't gag it down, as VSG Kirk would say. So there's 10 grams of protein in that for 140 calories, and I think it's down down the track, and I guess pre-op it's not a bad snack option if you need to boost your protein, or you get the hungries or the hangries, as I would be. Angry and hungry at the same time. My last but most loved, Jim's Jerky. So for this bag here, 300 grams is $33, but obviously it's just dried beef, so fairly high in protein, bit high in the sodium. So I guess post-op, if you're struggling with getting your water intake in, you might want to be careful with that. But it'll be nice to chew on something when I'm allowed to, and I can guarantee you that will probably be one of the first things I chew on. With the protein element of our diets, as almost everyone has spoken about, problems in the pooping department. Now, I have tried chia seeds in the past. I don't mind them, but working in customer service, when they're stuck in your teeth, not a pretty look. Metamucil, don't like the flavour of it, and psyllium husks have never been something I've enjoyed. But I have found this. So Benefiber comes in little sticks. You can add it to your water, you can add it to your coffee, your tea, put it in your Greek yogurt if you want. And I've tried all of those options so far, and I haven't tasted it in there at all. So this is actually one box that says flavourless and means it. I can't even feel it in my mouth, even when I've got it with, you know, tea. I had it in my tea last night. I can't even feel it in the water. I don't know how fibres can be that small and work, but it works. So that's a little gem. And the last thing is I'm a coffee fiend. I love coffee, and I'm going to be very sad to be not drinking coffee for any period of time. In my pre-op diet, my doctor has put that I can have black coffee, but stick away from those lattes and flat whites. So I have started to drink this. Now I have an espresso machine. I love my Nespresso machine. And this one here is Bukilaka Ethiopia Lungo. It's a single origin coffee from Ethiopia, and it's really light in flavour. Really close to, if it was a tea, a coffee flavoured tea, that would pretty much sum it up. So it's really light, so to have it as a black coffee, it's not bitter, there's no really strong aftertaste or anything like that. Really easy to drink black. So I am drinking that instead. And in my little collection of post-op containers, I have found these ones. So these ones are 50ml, 8-pack, cost me $2.50 from Woolworths, and I'm guessing post-op that will probably be a fairly good size, immediately post-op. And then I've got these guys for the longer term. So these ones are 175ml. This cost me $6 at Woolworths, and it's got your little measurements on the side there as well. Got little tags and a little pencil and a eraser so you can label whatever it is that you put in there. So those are my products that I love, or products that I've not loved so much but want to find ways to use so far along the way. If you guys have found any issues with the items that I've got here, or any suggestions for me on things that I could collect in my pre-op nesting stage, I would really appreciate that. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Oop, and that's my oven going off, so I better go and get that sorted. And I will see you guys in my next video, if I don't make one before my Monday 5-week pre-op update. Have a great day.